Hi, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. I would like to just kind of pick up the energy about our weekend in general and what we can expect for the remainder of the weekend. I am picking up an energy of something that's really shocking to you, something that's surprising to you. It could even be a little bit on the hidden side, something that you're finding out, perhaps about someone or a situation that you're in. But I'm also getting a very strong message that you are being protected by your ancestors at this time. So if you are dealing with a difficult energy this weekend or a difficult person, a difficult situation, I am definitely getting a message that your ancestors are protecting you. I would like to roll the dice for the astrological houses just to see if we can find out what area we are going to be focusing on in this reading. So we got the 12th house. And so the 12th house can definitely be about hidden things. And I was getting that message that perhaps there are hidden agendas, hidden things that you're not really clear about going on around you. And this might really have to do with putting your faith in the protection of your ancestors and knowing to just go with the flow of the situation because your ancestors are here. The 12th house can also represent large institutions and sometimes very big or overwhelming events. So if you're dealing with a very overwhelming event right now, or if you're dealing with some kind of an institution who might be trying to pull a fast one on you, for example, then this may be the energy of the cards that we're going to see for the weekend ahead. So I am very curious and excited to see what is going to come out in this reading. So we're starting with the sun. And the energy of the sun is being represented here by the citrine, which is a very beautiful stone for working with your solar plexus and working on your confidence. It's very much the energy. Also, it shares the energy with the King of Wands. So it's this very powerful, optimistic, very confident energy that you are exuding as you began the weekend. As you stepped into the weekend, you were feeling pretty confident about something, very optimistic, even very happy. So we'll see if the energy begins to shift over the course of the weekend and if it's due to another person. The 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords, there it is. There's our conflict. The Chariot, 5 of Wands. What's underneath? Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. And underneath everything is the Page of Cups. So we have been getting messages lately that this could be about a child. This situation, I think, could potentially be about a child that you may be having to stand up for in some regard. We have been getting that a lot in our collective readings. So if this is about your child, then I believe this is a continuation of the readings I did last week. But for most of you, this is going to be about your inner child. And this is your inner child reminding you that you can do hard things. It might feel impossible. It might feel like this situation is never going to end. It might feel like you keep encountering these energies over and over and over again. But there is a message that it's not as impossible as it may feel with this Page of Cups showing up here at the bottom. I do think that there is also a message coming from the Page of Cups to remind you to take some time to understand the hard work that you have already done and to really understand how far you have already come in this situation. And so now is not the time to give up. You are certainly entering this week in a really fantastic energy. You have the Sun and the Ace of Cups. And both of those energies are about knowing your self-worth, knowing your self-confidence, having love for yourself, valuing yourself. So you're really coming into the week with those feelings, which is reminding me and hopefully reminding you of all of the work that you have already done on yourself in order to get you to this point. So if you do feel like you're experiencing negative energies over and over and over again, this combination of the Sun and the Ace of Cups is really telling me that you are more equipped now to handle these situations. With each encounter of these bad energies, you're getting more and more skilled at slaying these dragons or whatever it is, this energy that you are trying to defeat. You are really getting the skills that you need. You have the tools that you need. You have the toolbox that you need. All of these energies are here to really remind you of the work that you have already done and to not forget that. I did get the sense that your ancestors are here. So I'm getting this feeling again that this is very divinely guided. So I'm seeing a few of the majors. I'm seeing the Sun, the Chariot, and the Star. And when there's a lot of majors in a spread, that's another indication that you are very, very much being divinely guided right now, and to just go with the flow, trust your ancestors, and understand that you are better than ever at handling these situations. So you are, well, first of all, with this Ace of Cups, there is definitely a sense here that you have a deep love for yourself. And so you really are being asked to focus on that and to understand just how powerful you are. And again, with this Page of Cups here, it's a reminder that your inner child, or perhaps your actual child, this is not as impossible as it seems, that there is a clear way through. You just have to find it. And your ancestors are here right now telling you exactly how to do that. So you're being asked to focus on not letting fear get in your way. The Eight of Swords is very much a card about not doing anything because you're too afraid to do anything. And that, coupled with the Two of Swords, these are both cards of being very stuck. And these are both cards of not taking any action and just letting your thoughts take over. So you're being asked to focus on that, and that to move from the Sun to the Eight of Swords and then the Ace of Cups to the Two of Swords is a really big jump. You're going from having a lot of self-worth, having a lot of self-confidence in approaching this negative energy around you. But then once you step into that negative energy, once you confront that negative energy, this is when you get stuck, that you start to tell yourself, oh, I can't do this. This is too hard. And then you might start to give up or think that this is too impossible and it can't be done. But you are being asked to really kind of continue moving forward through the fear and to relinquish any kind of dependency that you have on anyone else in this situation, because the Sun and the Ace of Cups is all about knowing that you can do this solo. The Aces are about being solo. And so this is very much about you recognizing the badass that you are with the Sun and the Ace of Cups, and allowing that energy to help you push through the fear that you have encountered this weekend regarding this situation. So certainly there is a conflict here with the Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So you are going to be challenged this weekend. It's clear that whatever this conflict is, whatever this negative energy is, whoever is trying to stand in your way regarding this situation, that conflict is going to expand a bit more this weekend. The Three of Swords is an expansion of conflict. And so with the Two of Pentacles, this is really telling me that even though you're encountering this growing negativity around you, there are obstacles being thrown in your way left and right, to really try to stay balanced with this Two of Pentacles and show the healing that you have already done. It's clear that you've already done the healing because you're showing up in the beginning as the Sun and the Ace of Cups. You have done a lot of healing thus far. So don't forget that, and use that knowledge, use those skills, use the tools in your toolbox to remain very balanced during this time, because you have done so much healing already. So this Two of Pentacles is really telling me that even though you're encountering this deep conflict this weekend, but you have a way of really handling it and breaking through it by just taking these Two of Swords and balancing these ideas, balancing your emotions, balancing your resources, and balancing your new skills. So this is truly just about you really pushing through the fear and not reacting to the growing conflict around you. Remain calm, but push through your fears and know that you've got this because you've done so much work already. So focus on that. There is a message coming through here with the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. The Chariot is really telling me that the universe is speaking to you right now to come out of the Eight of Swords, to come out of your cave of fear and to really cross that threshold so that you can see that it's not that bad. Once you face these fears and take this conflict head on without losing your cool, the universe is really telling you with this Chariot that if you get going, if you power through this fear and you get out of this Two of Swords and this Eight of Swords energy of feeling stuck because of the fear, if you power through the fear anyway, the Chariot is here saying the universe is on your side and you will have success over this situation. But the thing you have to do is walk right through that threshold of fear. You have to face whatever this is, whoever this person is, whatever this institution is, whatever the hidden agendas are, you have to face them head on. And then the universe is going to put the wind in your sails and in your back for you to move swiftly through this situation. The Knight of Pentacles is here because it's telling me there's another person in your energy. It feels like with this Knight of Pentacles, because of the way this reading is going so far, the Knight of Pentacles can often represent contracts. And the reason I say that is because the Knight of Wands is about crossing your T's and dotting your I's and looking at all the details in a situation in a very diligent way of looking at things. So this Knight of Pentacles is showing up to me as another person in your energy, but it could be the other end of a contract that you hold. So if you signed a contract with another person, this is the person who you are obligated to, or you are obligated to them. Right. Did I say that right? I think so. But you know what I mean. With this contract, that's how this is showing up to me, that there could be paperwork involved in this. There could be something that you're writing, or there could be the law involved. There could even be education involved with this Knight of Pentacles. I'm just getting that energy strongly. So if this is a legal conflict, if this is about a contract, then this is really coming through here and showing that push through the fear of it and face it. Face whatever the issue is, because the universe is certainly here. And it's very possible with this Knight of Pentacles too, that you're continuing to learn. You're continuing to put the tools in your toolbox that you need in order to confront these negative energies, people, institutions, contracts, whatever it is, make it make sense for you. It does look like you're going to leave the week in a Five of Wands, the weekend in a Five of Wands energy and the Star energy. So because we're leaving in the Five of Wands energy, it's telling me that this is not going to be resolved this weekend. But I do see with the Chariot that it will eventually be resolved. It's just this weekend is apparently not enough time for it to happen. So for instance, if this is a legal situation, then of course you're not going to be able to sort it all out on a weekend. So it does feel like there's still going to be some conflict going on this weekend, but I think that you can still be engaged in this conflict. But with the Star is telling me that you're doing that healing that we talked about with the Ace of Cups. So I'm seeing the Ace of Cups and the Star here, which all are telling me that you have done the necessary healing in order to approach these conflicts in a different way. So the Five of Wands is saying that yes, you are going to leave this weekend still in a conflict with this person, people, institutions, make it make sense, but that you have a new way of engaging in these conflicts where perhaps if you may have reacted and in an angry way, lashed out at someone, those types of energies. This is now you. This is the new you approaching these conflicts, but in a much more balanced and healed way with the Star. and that this is a way of you validating all of the work and healing that you have already put into yourself in the past. And to really have empathy for your past self who didn't used to have these resources, who didn't used to have the skills, who is not as leveled up as the today you is, who can handle this situation in a much more balanced way. And to really remember the way you used to handle these situations in the past, and not to judge it, not to judge your past self, but to understand exactly how far you have come in this situation. And so I think that's really the message for you today, is to just don't forget how much work you have done, how much leveling up you have done, and that if you are being put through a ringer again and it feels impossible, know that you have done so much healing. You're so much better at handling the conflict that comes your way. But also there's a message coming through too that was here in the beginning, that you are being divinely guided, and to really connect through your heart center with your ancestors to help you get the answers that you need to these questions, to these situations. So I would like to pull a couple of tea leaf cards for you, just to see if we can get more information about specifics or anything that I may have missed in these cards. So we have the month of December. So perhaps whatever this conflict is, it started growing in December for some of you. And then we have Owl, good advice from a wise person. So what I'm really getting from that, well, I'm getting two things from that, actually. The Owl, who is the wise person in your energy, this could very much be speaking to or about your ancestors that I have already picked up on a couple of times in this reading thus far. So I do get the sense that this is an ancestor in your energy who you really need to connect with from your heart center and really start talking to them, communicating with them, asking them for their guidance, asking them for their help, because I think they will be able to guide you through this, because I know that you are being divinely guided. But this good advice from a wise person could also be with this Knight of Pentacles, because I was getting a contract. This could just be someone who is very knowledgeable about the law or about the situation you're in, seeking guidance from a lawyer perhaps, or a mentor or a teacher, or whatever you need in order to help you, or perhaps your child, if that does apply to you, in this situation, that you might just want to go get some counsel in general about the situation. So the last thing I would like to do, I want to pull one of the Work Your Light Oracle cards, just because I can feel so much that your ancestors are here and that you're being so divinely guided, that I'm really being called to take a message from here to see what your ancestors want to tell you right now. So the message we got is align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So this image right here is about someone whose aura and their energetic field is not aligned. It seems like it's very out of whack right now. And so this is giving me the same feeling as this Eight of Swords, where you're just feeling so stuck, and it could be because you're not aligned. And so again, this is giving me the same message, these two cards here, because this Eight of Swords almost looks like an angel, and this is a message from your ancestors saying to align your life. And so this again, I think, is a message about you powering through your fear and really crossing that threshold of fear, because once you do that, it's going to change everything. So that, I believe, wow, is the message that just came through from your ancestors. So that is our quick energetic check-in for the weekend. Please let me know how that was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.